Hello, welcome to today's edition of Caddy's Corner. It's a little blustery, I'm gonna zip up a little more. It's one of those magical days. It's February 29th. You only get those every 4 years. It's very exciting. So I'm off to a Saturday night karaoke shift at the bar. Been a couple days since I did one. I keep putting my head down and trying to really piece together the things that work for me in life. You know, I talk about that a lot. So, been having nightmares a lot lately. And that's rare for me. I have very vivid dreams, but I normally don't get into the nightmare category too often. And in my life, there's never really been a trend of like, this thing is going on, so I have more nightmares or that thing or whatever. So I've just sort of taken note of it and had a super vivid one last night. That was, I'm not gonna get into the details, but in the dream, I actually thought to myself, well, this is just a movie. You don't actually have to be scared. And then something else bad happened, and at some point, at the end of the dream, right before I woke myself up, what's happening here? Whew, blustery day. The end of the dream, when I woke myself up, I was overwhelmingly feeling traumatized by what was happening in front of me and to me. It was a simultaneous group of people it was happening to along with me. Sort of apocalyptic situation. And in the dream, I thought to myself, hold on to this feeling, it matters. How you're feeling, having it happen to you, and watching it happen to other people. Hold on to this feeling, don't forget this feeling when you're awake. So even in the dream, I knew I was asleep. So again, another sense of like, it's not real. How that relates to anything and everything, I don't have an exact answer to. But what I do know is that through my anxiety, depression, lessons learned throughout my life in different ways and for different things, that I created a lot of the soap opera drama that was happening around me because of my beliefs about myself, about other people, expectations of my relationships with them, with myself, with what my job meant, with us being on the same page of getting stuff done. And one thing that I found, one thing for sure that I can kind of like check mark off is, and I know I've mentioned it before, but as this, me working harder to really develop better practice and be more steady and move forward. I have quarterly goals this year, and I have dates on the calendar, and I have it up right next to my calendar. And every week I have in my Google Calendar pops up, check in on this stuff. Make sure that it didn't just make a plan and I'm not doing anything towards it. And one thing for sure, it's a question and a statement. Like, I want things to be better. I want it to be better for me. I want me to have more stability and more strength and more health and more connection, more freedom and flexibility to travel and connect with my family and friends in different parts of this country, to see the world more, to sleep better, to feel better, to have a shoulder that's not like numb half the time. But not everyone even has the baseline goal of let's make it better. Let's make it better today. Let's make it a better experience for a customer. Let's make it a better team of employees, or let's be better friends, let's be better spouses, let's be better roommates. And I don't have all the answers on how to make that happen, obviously. But I always assumed that everybody at least had that baseline directive, right? Let's take a page from Star Trek. At least I'll have the directive of trying to be better, knowing that if we got better, and we got better with each other, we do make the world a better place. And on a bigger, grander scheme, if you're not making yourself better, you ain't making the world a better place either. I delusionally was putting a lot of energy in my life out into other people's things and projects, not into myself. And it said oxygen mask on the plane, right? So, anyway, almost at the bus here. Work I did on my bangs earlier is winded away. That dream just woke me up to realize that I can feel hurt and pain for myself and for others. There was something about acting forward, accepting it, knowing that it wasn't all real, that some of it was changeable, that some of it could be fixed. So, I don't know if that's even a point today, except that better matters to me. And I hope it matters to you. And in line of that, keep watching YouTube videos and listening to podcasts and reading books and talking to your friends and developing your own better practices. Eat better, sleep better, whatever. Keep trying stuff and surround yourself with people who are trying to do the same thing. Because this much I can guarantee, if you are surrounded by people who do not want the best for themselves and for you and for the world, they will drag you down. They are the anchors that will pull you to stop dead in your tracks and sit there and think, why am I getting it all wrong? Why can't I get it changed? Why can't I be? Why can't it grow? Why can't I do? And that choice is yours. What you do with the information is your choice. Oh, there was the big question. I forgot what the question was. It's like, sometimes it's so easy to see in someone else's world. A little tweak here, a little change there, and something could be fixed. And a relief of pain could come. But yet you watch that person over and over and over again just do the same thing. And you're like, I wonder why they don't just X. Since you're doing the same thing in your life too. So trying to identify those and change them and lean in on the people who can actually help me do that. So anyway, I'll leave it there tonight. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy this extra day we've got in February. And we'll do it again when we do it. All right. Thanks for joining me in Caddyland. And my hope for today is that you'll at least be thinking about making things better. All right. Have a good one. Bye.